Hello and welcome back to Sorta Strategy and another deck discovery. I keep calling it archetype explained, sorry. Deck discovery where we basically go over new archetypes that are being revealed, talk about them, discuss them, read the new cards and all that stuff. These guys, Generaid, they look pretty... When all we saw was this guy, I was super excited. I was like, this guy looks fucking badass. He's like a snake and a skink and a big dragon thing mixed together. It looks really cool. And then when they came out with the rest of the cards, none of them really look like him. So I was a little bit disappointed, but as a quick scan through this, because it's actually my first time seeing most of these, they actually look pretty cool, and I like how they're pretty unique. They're all a different attribute, I've noticed already. And yeah, I suppose we'll jump straight in. So, level 9 light plant effect. So, already I see down here they're all level 9 so far, which is pretty cool. You can make True King of all calamities, and probably mix in actual True King cards with these, maybe, I don't know. We'll read these for now. Definitely that World Legacy level 9 spell, anyway, that summons 2 9s from the deck. That'll be fucking ridiculous, probably. Anyway, you can use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. Effect 1, you can only control one of these. Okay, second effect, if this card's normal special summoned, you can add a plant monster or a Generaid card from your deck to your hand. Okay. Strange, a searcher, okay. Searches Generaid or plant. Will they... Oh my god. This is warrior. Does this have an effect to do with warrior? Yes, it does. Right, so maybe these are supposed to be like boss monsters as well, possibly, for plants, we'll say. Normal special summon to add a plant. Very interesting. Right, so I didn't read the name, actually. Mardal, Generaid of Light. Next guy. Frodier, Generaid of the Sword. Wind, Warrior, effect, level 9, 2500, 2000. You can only use the second effect of this guy once per turn. They must all have that. You can only control one of these, so they'll all share that first effect, I assume. Quick effect. The other one wasn't quick effect, it was a non-summon effect. You contribute any number of Generaid monsters and or warriors. Then target that many monsters on the field, destroy those monsters. Then your opponent can draw cards. Oof. Draw cards equal to the number of monsters they controlled when they were destroyed by this effect. It is quick effect, so you can chain it to shit if he's going to be removed, but it's kind of a weird one. A lesson draw, which sounds bad. It reminds me of Kuraz, but Kuraz kind of works because you can pop your own shit. Yeah, really strange. Target that many monsters on the field, so I suppose you can do the Kuraz thing, but I don't know. Strange one as well. Next guy. Generaid, Dverg, Generaid of Iron. Dvergs, I don't know. These seem to be Norse origin, anyway. Next guy, anyway, level 9 Earth Machine. So will this guy have a machine effect? I assume so. 1500, 2500. You can only use the second effect once per turn. You can only first effect you can only control one. Quick effect, you contribute any number of Generaid and or machines. Splash summon in defense the same number of Generaid monsters or machine monsters from your from your hand. If that's like from deck, I was gonna be like that. That's stupid. With different names from each. And all of the tributed monsters. And all right, so you can't tribute one and summon the same one. Right, so you'll probably play one of each of these at least then. It seems like this guy pairs well with the Searcher one, I guess, because you can summon it quick effect and then possibly bring it back out the next turn and search again. I mean, the Plant Girl. Yeah, weird. They're a weird deck so far. Next guy. Naglfar, I guess. Naglfar? I don't know. Generaid of Flames. Level 9 Fire. Beast Warrior effect. 3100, 200. Okay, there we go. There's the 200 fire defense for rekindling. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. You can only control one of this guy you can only control one of this guy full stop, I should say. If a card you control be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy a Generaid monster or Beast Warrior monster you control instead. Destroying your own Beast Warriors could maybe come up in like Fire Kings or... Yeah, pretty much Fire Kings. I don't know if it'll even be worth running in that case, but just, I don't know. Just off the top of my head. Special summoning machines from the hand. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Anything maybe. Gadgets, because they get the extra summon. Ancient Gears, because box searches a load of stuff and you can summon them all out in end phase maybe. I don't know. Weird. They're really strange so far. Next one. Water one. Oh yeah, Nidhogg, yes, definitely Norse anyway. Generaid of Ice. Level 9 Water Worm Effect Monster. 2100, 2600. You can only use the second effect once per turn. You can only control one of this guy at any time. When your opponent would special summon a monster, quick effect, tribute Generaid or Worm. Negate the special summon if you do, destroy that monster. Okay, right, so we've got a Solemn. Really strong so far. This one seems to be the best one, I would say. We have a searcher and stuff like that, but this one seems to be the best one. We do have a Vega type 1, Satellite 9 Vega, that dates when I got into the game. But anyway, so yeah, a Solemn, it can tribute worms and it can tribute Generaids. So yeah, you'll probably definitely run these with True Kings then, seeing as they're level 9 and this one works with worms and stuff like that. Could be really, really good. Do True Kings get their effect when tributed or only when destroyed? I'd say it's when destroyed, judging by the nature of their archetype. But anyway, Hell, Generaid of Death. Level 9, Dark Zombie. Effect monster, 800 attack, 2900 defense. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. You can only control one Hell, Generaid of Death at all times. Quick effect, you can tribute a Generaid monster or a zombie monster. Then target a Generaid monster or a zombie monster in your graveyard with a name different to the tribute monster. Special summon it in defense position. She seems also very good. You could special summon back whatever he tributed. You could special summon back... This guy's quick effect is to tribute guys. Yeah. This one seems the worst one, the warrior. You could special summon her back and get a search on opponent's turn, and then when it comes to your turn, try and recycle her again. So far they're kind of weird as well, like the last archetype we covered, which were the Dream Mirrors. They're kind of strange. I'm not really sure how good they'll be. But yeah, they're rank 9. This guy better be fucking good because, you know, he's competing directly with True King of all Calamities. So yeah, Jormungandr, Generaid of Eternity. That's probably pronounced really badly, sorry, but Jormungandr, probably. Yeah. Sorry. Rank 9, Earth, Reptile, XYZ. Question mark, strange, okay. 2+, level 9s, 2+, interesting. You can only use the third effect of this guy's name once per turn. You can only control one of him, same as all the rest. This card's attack and defense are equal to number of XYZ materials attached times 1,000. So you kind of want, let's just for argument's sake say you kind of want 3. Quick effects, you can detach material from this card. Each player draws one card, then each player that drew chooses one card from their hand and field, or on their field to attach. You attach the chosen cards to this guy as a material. Right, very strange. I guess he helps you with consistency. It attaches to this. You can't detach off this with any of his effects. I was going to say you could detach them and then summon them with the zombie Generaid, but not really actually, because he has no detach effect. So basically his attack just gets really big. It seems like you wouldn't want to make this over Calamities, but we'll see. We haven't read any of the spells yet, so who knows. First thing, field spell, Generaid Stage. Field spell, you can only use the second effect once per turn. Once per turn, when your opponent adds a card from the deck to the hand, you can special summon a Generaid monster from your deck. Right, so he makes them draw. Each player draws one card, and then this will trigger and summon one from the deck. Nice. During your opponent's turn, if you special summon a Generaid monster... you can special summon in attack position as many tokens with 1500 light level 4 as possible, but destroying them during the end phase. So on the opponent's turn, you have a field full, and then you tribute them all using her to summon from grave and get a search, or a tribute using this guy to negate stuff. This guy protects, he's probably the worst one. This guy will summon from hand by tributing the tokens. This says tribute as many as you want and destroy them, but they draw. But then your XYZ will get the effect as well off the draw, so maybe he's not as bad. Wow, this deck is weird, it's interesting. I really like this actually. Yeah, strange. Anyway, very interesting so far. And they still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Wow, 3 traps and 3 spells, not bad. Alright, continuous spell. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn while you control a token, so opponent's turn, unless you use something else. Your opponent cannot target, generate, affect monsters for attacks. God, this could be decent, boys. This is weird. It's kind of a weird control deck. If a Generaid effect monster is destroyed by battle, your opponent draws one card. Right, so you really need to make sure you don't tribute too many of the tokens, or you've ways to interrupt their attacks. They will draw, your XYZ guy will get effect. But I don't know if it's good enough to rely on letting your opponent draw cards, like just to get him kaiju'd away when he has like 50 materials, you mean? Okay, Generaid Quest, normal spell. You can activate this card's name once per turn. Reveal a Generaid monster in your hand, and if you do, add to your hand up to 2 Generaid spells or traps from your deck with different names. Place the reveal cards. What? Oh, reveal the Generaid monster. Yeah. Search 2 Generaid spells or traps with different names. except for this, and place a revealed monster to the bottom of your deck. Very interesting. This is cool. It's a 2 for 2, but it does get you to search whatever you want. So I guess we'll have a look at the traps and see if any of them are good. This will probably be going first deck, obviously. You have a solemn monster, and then the field spell makes tokens. So yeah. Generaid battle. Normal trap. You can activate this card's name once per turn. Activate one Generaid field spell from your deck or grave. Then your opponent draws one card. Oof. Yes, having the XYZ guy out will make this better, but I don't know if it's worth it. Like, you kind of... Calamities is better than this, like, I feel like. Do you mean? Generaid territory. Continuous trap. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. When your opponent activates a card or effect in response to a Generaid card and or effect, discard one card. Your opponent's effect becomes each player draws one card. That's pretty decent, actually, because each player draws, so it's not the end of the world, and I guess it helps your XYZ, but it protects your stuff as well when they negate. But if this is face up, they'll know. I don't know how good it is. It's only once per turn as well. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not that good, actually, on second thought. Generaid Bite. Normal trap. You can activate this card. A card with its names once per turn. Tribute any number of Generaid monsters, so the tokens. Target an XYZ you control. Or an XYZ if you want to be correct, I guess. It pains me to say it, but correct. Choose an equal number of Generaid monsters, except the tributed monsters from your hand, field, or grave, and if you do, attach them the monster as XYZ material. So I guess in end phase, you could activate this, attach a shit ton of materials to the big XYZ guy, and then attack for like 8k or something like that. Do you mean? I don't know. They're very strange. I feel like a lot of the traps and spells, like, are kind of weird. I think that the spells are a lot better than the traps first glance. Like, I could be wrong. But it feels like this will want to search you this and this pretty much, and yeah, I don't know. I could even be wrong there. This guy's okay, he's probably a one-of maybe, but you're just going to make calamities. Basically, the deck's going to make calamities. It's going to use her to summon back the plant one to search. It's going to make him to negate summons, it seems like. Maybe one of him, because I think there's a guy who says summon ones with different names. The stuff, I remember that from reading these, and then this guy destroys stuff, but your opponent draws. I guess one of him would be decent for, you know, using its quick effect, so it could be okay, I don't know. It's strange, but making calamities, setting up this guy, and then plussing off the zombie and the plant one seem to be the best. I don't know, I could be completely wrong. Also, probably run True Kings, because this guy can tribute Generaids or Worms, and then True Kings are also 9s, so... And also different attributes, I don't know. Seems like it could have potential, but it's a strange archetype, much like the Dream Mirrors that we covered recently. And yeah, sorry I'm really late with this, but I was away. And I think I'm going to end the video there. So drop a like if you liked, subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to see some decks that I missed before, like I mentioned in my last video, there's some decks I missed, Marincess and Tenye or Tenway or whatever they're called. I'll cover those too. And yeah, well, someone's just have to come in the door. Anyway. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.